Alright guys, this morning I got a bikepacking gear check for you, straight out of Costa Rica. I arrived last night about 8:30 and just cycled 3 kilometers to my hostel here. Wouldn't recommend cycling in Costa Rica at night, it's pretty sketchy. Anyway, I'll get straight into it. Usually I do more of a lightweight setup, sort of like a bikepacking setup. That's why I've got the Apertura gear. Normally I would run a saddle bag, but this time I've decided to try out the Ortleb panniers. I've got two of the classic Ortlebs, the waterproof, which will be good because it's supposed to be raining a lot for the next few weeks. I'll get straight into it. So my stuff's a bit of a mess because I've already been getting comfortable in the hostel. Helmet, obviously, laser, pair of flip-flops, essential. Don't lose them. Don't let them fall off your bike. What else I've got? Travel charger. This has got the US on it, but you can also switch it to different places. But this US style is what you need for Costa Rica. Bunch of different charging cables, micro USB, USB-C, stuff like that. Here I've got just like a med kit. Don't really pay too much attention to what's in it. Just got some basic bandages and stuff like that. You never know. I think it's also got some painkillers maybe. Got a couple of these straps. These are awesome, you know, if you... Sometimes my front Apertura bag sits a bit too low and it can hit the wheel. So these are really good to tie it up. These are good because they don't slip either. Like obviously you put the sort of buckle through the hole, and once you do that it won't slip, whereas the last straps I used were adjustable and they just kept loosening with all the vibrations from cycling. This was a last minute decision. It's just like it's an adjustable Oki strap basically, and an adjustable quick strap. And I figured alright, I'll take that. I might use it as like a washing line or something. I can rig it up between some trees or, you know, some bunks in a hostel or something. Don't know if I'll use it or not. Water bottle. Some sriracha. Pair of gloves. Always cycle with gloves. These are short finger gloves, but they'll save the palm of your hands if you come off. Got some toiletry stuff. I usually keep the liquids in a waterproof bag just so, you know, if they come open or something, they don't just go through all my stuff. There's some nail clippers in there, which, you know, for 3 weeks you probably don't need it, but like I said, this trip isn't so much of a lightweight trip. Head and Shoulders, it's actually not vegan, so don't buy this. Some floss, that is vegan. Bamboo toothbrush. If you're super keen, you can cut your toothbrush shorter, but I mean, I don't know. Again, this trip wasn't about being super lightweight. There's one pair of socks. My shoes, the Bonts, they're a carbon sole. They're like a race style mountain bike shoe. Mountain bike cleats, SPD. Got a bit of GoPro stuff here, that's the case. I still use a GoPro 4, so it's just like the case for it. I've got a bunch of SD cards in there, and then an old film canister, a mask, because of course it's COVID, wallet, another waterproof bag. Things are a little bit of a mess. That's one arm cover, just to keep the sun off. Not that there's too much sun at the moment. Cycling cap, and some collapsible Tupperware, which is pretty cool, and I've got a what do you call it, like a spork in there as well. This is a collapsible backpack, so I've already gone to the shops this morning and used it. I've got a bit of food and stuff in there, but this will collapse down to the size of your hand. So good, highly recommend you get one of these. This one was just off eBay, just a nature hike, cheap, but I mean that's been through, this would be the 3rd tour I've put it through. Alright, up on the bike I've got my towel. You always want a towel because, I mean, hostels rarely will give you a towel. It's usually an extra charge. Typical hostel lake sort of thing. What else we got here? Okay, we'll go through the front Apogee top tube bag first. And the bars. Got my Brighton 330 on the bars there. And a quad lock for my phone. Alright, so we've got a multi-tool. This is a Gerber. It's just like their sort of standard cheap model, but essential. I wouldn't do a tour without one of these anymore. Maybe you could go a slightly smaller one. You can see this is quite big, but you know, it's got so much good stuff on there. Like the pliers are the main thing you want, but you never know when you're going to need the knife or maybe a screwdriver or something like that. Very handy. You've got to have your multi-tool. So I had a little bit of trouble. Literally, the morning I was leaving, I was like in a rush to get my flight. I had to put my bike in the box, and I'd lost my 8mm Allen key that I usually travel with. So I couldn't get the pedals off, so I had to go down to a Coles, I think it was, or whatever the hardware store was, I don't know. And I just picked up one of these. It's just literally like a Allen key multi-tool. Normally I wouldn't travel with something like this, but needed it last minute, and obviously I'm going to need it in a few weeks when I need to take my pedals off again. So got a pair of glasses here. They're just like a pair of Oakley rip-offs. See that? You definitely want one of these on there. See this strap? I would honestly say this is an essential item when bike packing, because you know you always want to take your glasses off to take a photo or to like clean them or whatever, and then there's never anywhere to put them. Like you go inside a store or something, you want to take them off, there's just never anywhere to put them, so that's perfect. You definitely want that strap. Toothpaste, and that is everything out of that top tube bag. Sorry about the lighting, I'm just in the hotel room. I hope this lighting comes out half decent. So this is the under top tube bag. I'm going to do a review of this at some point. Definitely would recommend them. They're a great little bag. I think this is the largest size you can get. But what you'll find is the way they're designed, they can just push up a little bit if they're a bit too big. Now I've got one battery pack. You always want to travel with one of these. You never know when you're going to get stuck without, you know, having somewhere to charge, or something's going to go flat. Sunscreen, like it's just a large sunscreen. It's just what I had laying around. Found it in the van before I left. Got a torque wrench. Probably not essential. I mean, the only thing I've got on this that's carbon are the forks, and you know I could probably just guess the torque for the bolts there, but I don't know. I didn't really have lightweight in my mind, so I just threw it in there as well. It's a cable for my charging. This is my little baggie of tools, and I'll show you this. You'll see why I lost some stuff, because they're all just loose. So basically I got this little ratchet spanner, and you know these are just interchangeable, but obviously I lost a few of them. I just had a bunch of different stuff there, pretty much so I could do everything on my bike. Got some of the Park Tool patches for tyres, and a chain breaker. You always want a chain breaker in case your chain breaks, you need to shorten it. Another essential tool, learn the hard way. I brought this headlamp. I was like, maybe I'll need it in a hostel or something. It might be overkill for this because I don't plan on doing any camping. I didn't bring any camping gear. So yeah, we'll see if I even need that. This is chain lube. This is great because this is like a wax and it's water based, so it's more environmentally friendly. And I brought this little canister because I wanted to see how long this would last. This is only 15 milliliters, so we'll see. But you know, just in case, I brought the larger one as well. It's not full, it's like half full. Chamois cream, will I need it? Probably not, but you never know. Like I don't have a strict plan of what I'm going to do on this trip, so if I do end up doing bigger days, I want it. This ASOS one is great. It's vegan. I checked. I sent them an email. So yeah, definitely recommend it. Couple more charging cables. These are like hair clips, like women's hair clips. These are awesome. They're literally little clothes pegs. So if you're doing your washing or something like that, ultra light. They actually, stay clipped on, better than using like pins or something like that. Yeah, I learned this on the Manabidi, but they worked really well, but obviously you lose them. I would even consider just spray painting them yellow so you don't lose them. Shift cable, essential. Yeah, I think every tour I've done I've broken a shift cable. So yeah, at least one. This is a old part of a credit card that we use to like scrape and clean bowls and stuff like that. Just kind of cut it with a curve on there. Tire levers, obviously essential. Tubes, I don't normally get flats with these tires, so I've just got 2 tubes, but I've also got the puncture repair kits. And I figured it's probably not going to be too difficult to find a new tube if I need to. And that might be the whole thing. That's it. That's that side. Don't think there's much. Okay, passport, obviously. Toilet paper, pretty essential, although if you've experienced with touring, you know that it's you can get around it with using your water bottle. Oh, I've got a spare derailleur hanger in here. You never know, I'm going to come off or something. And a couple of spare chain links. I've got 2 spare chain links in there, like the quick links. What else have I got in here? Oh, I threw these in last minute. Just a little spoke wrench and an adapter for the Schrader valve in case I need to pump at a fuel station or something like that. You never know. And I think that's that side. See what else is in the front bag. Not much. Oh, okay, so I've got another battery pack. This is a razor or a shaver, like beard clippers. This one's good because it's USB rechargeable. It's just a Philips. Doesn't say, but I remember this. I got this a few years ago, and I was literally looking for something that's USB rechargeable because they're hard to find, and you want to be able to recharge your stuff with the battery pack if you're doing like a tour where you're away from anywhere you can charge for a while. Some soy sauce. I'll put that with the sriracha. Some mosquito repellent. And got some nail files. And some electrical tape. Never know when you're going to need some tape. That's the front bag. Again, things were a bit disorganized because I've just come from the airport, so not everything's not necessarily where it's going to end up. Now on the back here, go through this first pannier. Again, sorry it's a little dark. It's got a waterproof case for my passport. I thought it was going to be raining quite a bit, so I just didn't want that to get wet. Pair of Giro bib shorts. Definitely recommend the Giros. Quite comfortable, fairly reasonably priced as far as bike stuff goes. These are the leg sun covers. Just keep the sun off. Don't think I'm going to need them. This is just a cycling vest. Go vegan. Pair of socks, cycling socks, high vis. You already seen another pair of socks, the orange ones. Couple more Camelback water bottles. I brought my laptop. Okay, so I also just like a little chopping board. It's like flat plastic. I picked it up in Australia at I think it was at a Kmart, and I just cut it to size. Fits perfect. Another pair of bib shorts. Did I need 2 pairs? We'll see. So here I've got another cycling jersey, high vis. That one's got long sleeves. Didn't necessarily pack them for any reason, just because they were high vis. Neck buff, another essential item. I might do a video of all the essential things you should have bikepacking. Just a shirt. Synthetic fabrics are best for, you know, touring and camping and stuff because they dry easier. Another pair of shorts. Obviously wearing one pair as it is, just like lightweight running shorts. Socks, another pair of socks. Ankle socks, those ones. Got 2 pairs of earphones. It's pretty important for me to have earphones, and if one breaks, then I've got another set. That's everything out of that pannier. Alright, this is the other side now. I just flipped the bike around. So this has got some camera gear in it. I think it has my gimbal, Tech, cheap, but so far I've found it to be pretty good. This is a chest mount. It was a cheap one, therefore I've had to sort of tape it up, if you can see that, to stop it making little noises. I'm not 100% sure what else is in here. Oh, just like a dual charger for GoPro batteries. Spare GoPro battery and just like a spare GoPro bolt. Fleece, just like a jumper. The good thing about the fleece is packs up small, keeps you super warm, and it dries pretty good. Now, it's going to be a bit weird to you, but I actually brought a rice cooker, and it's already going to come in handy because this hostel doesn't have a kitchen. So just having that, lunch, or all my meals today are probably going to cost me less than $5. I already went and bought some rice. Just brought a little measuring cup because, you know, I like a bit OCD about it, I don't know. These from Target in the US, like $20. Again, not really a lightweight tour, but it is what it is. I don't have any camping gear. This is the rest of the rice cooker. So basically, that part's a steamer, so you can enjoy like vegetables as well. And this is a lid actually from my lightweight pot, my Cedar Summit pot. But it fits and it's more suitable than taking a glass lid for the rice cooker, so that works better. I think it's aluminium. Charger for my laptop and a travel adapter. Tape for the box when I leave, you know, when I was at the airport. Looks like I might need to get some more though. Tennis ball, you can try and guess why that is, for rolling out muscles and stuff like that. It's way smaller and way easier than taking like a foam roller, which I did want to do, but you know, it just wasn't feasible. Got a couple of Apogura handlebar bags. These are awesome. I just need to put them on the bike. There's another one. And a spare tyre. I've never actually travelled with a spare tyre before, but I'm a little bit paranoid about my rear. It's got a little bit of a cut in the sidewall, and it's been through a lot lately. It was on the front, and I was doing a lot of off-road riding on this road bike, so I just decided, you know what, it's better to have a tyre in case I have a, you know, complete failure for the, you know, for 100 grams or whatever it is. It's just easier. Bike pump. And a bike lock, heavy duty chain, don't want to mess around. So I'll take this pannier off. I haven't actually had much experience with the Ortlebs yet. One thing I love about them is they're really easy to get off. It's as simple as just like pulling that up and it unclips. It's just got this clip on the back, if you can see that. So that's one thing, and I just took 2 of these on carry-on and that was no issue, and they were full. Got this Zephyr like mud guard. Again, I heard it was going to be pretty rainy. That just screws onto your seat post. Got a Night Flux Red Zone 8. Awesome lights, very trustworthy. But that's the setup. So thanks for watching the video. The only other thing I haven't shown you is I've got a bike light here, but I was trying to use it to improve the lighting. Alright guys, make sure you like the video and subscribe if you're into it. I'll do some more videos cycling in Costa Rica.